Second comment. Okay, if this happened with my partner, the first place my head would go immediately would be he's having an affair. But being on the outside, even though an affair is still on my list of possibilities, I don't think affair is the only logical answer. My other logical conclusion isn't very pretty either though, but it's happened that people are fantasizing about someone else. So she may just have the hots for this dude and thinking of him gets her going, and she was so in her own head picturing him that she got lost in her own moment and it slipped out. For me, this option would still be grounds for me to take a step back and question a lot. Even thinking of my partner fantasizing about a friend while having sex with me makes me want to throw up. So I 100% can understand why this has messed you up so bad. I don't think any response is going to make you feel better. It happened, and that's going to be a hard one to forget. Man, I wish I had advice, but knowing how it would make me feel, I got nothing I believe will make you feel any better. I would absolutely check your phone records to see if they are communicating more than they should be. That would definitely be my first move.
That was great advice.
Yes. Update.
Oh my gosh.
8 days later.
Shit.
Thanks to everyone who reached out. I couldn't reply to everything, but the outside perspectives helps. A general consensus was that my wife and I's issues should be tackled in therapy. I knew that's what I should have done, but I delayed. I was too embarrassed. The thought of bringing up what happened in counseling made it worse, but I knew it needed to be done. My wife didn't initially take kindly to it. She was defensive and accused me of throwing her under the bus.
No, I cannot stand that.
I disagreed. I wouldn't throw her under the bus either. The truth is, we never arranged topics in therapy beforehand. We argued over each other. Our therapist came through as a referee. She called for a timeout for us to recollect and to reflect on the objective being working towards a solution, not going at each other. We were able to actually talk once things cooled down. My wife was asked how she would feel if the roles were reversed. She admitted if I said another woman's name while we were having sex on our anniversary, she wouldn't have handled it well at all. She apologized for downplaying my feelings. While I appreciated her acknowledgement, I still thought she wasn't honest about why she said that guy's name. So I pressed. She said she didn't want to hurt me more than she already did. I told her she was hurting me by lying. She confessed that during a stint where we weren't having sex, she had engaged in fantasies to satisfy herself. One of them was of our friend. I knew the stint she was talking about. Intimacy as a whole has been a struggle, but there was a point where we were abstinent sexually. We weren't even sharing a bed at the time. We'd argue, then leave to separate rooms. Our son would share a bed with us. I asked how long she's been fantasizing about him. She said off and on. He wasn't a constant fantasy. It wasn't necessarily about him, but more about the taboo. She swore that the fantasies meant nothing. They were just scenarios to get her there and nothing she would ever actually want. It was tough, but I tried hearing her out instead of shutting down. Arguing wasn't getting us anywhere either. I can't relate to her about this. She's always been enough for me during good and bad times. I was always focused on her during intimacy. I told her that while I knew our marriage wasn't perfect, I